I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, yeah, I can carry all that you've got. Two heavy hearts is not a lot. I will put out all of the fire. We stumble and fall.
What's up, Day2Day family? Good morning, good morning, good morning.
No!
I can show you how to do
What's
it.
wrong with y'all?
On the tablet.
Oh, the kids are in the back right now. We all got up this morning and got some breakfast. We just actually finished it.
Why?
And we decided to go to the car wash. Freddie and I have, well, no, you just went there to cancel yours.
Yeah, I canceled mine on my truck.
Yeah, Freddie had got this membership at this car wash. And it was pretty cool. You can go get your car washed as many times as you want to. You just pay like this one monthly fee. And he had it for his truck, but he changed the tires on it. And now his tires can't fit. And we were trying to transfer it to mine, but I guess they couldn't do it. So long story short, I ended up getting my own membership for my car. And then he canceled his. And while we were there, we got a car wash. And then it started to rain. So now we got a car wash in the rain, but it's okay. Anywho, so you guys, we're actually up really early today because we wanted to go run a quick errand. We're gonna go to the
RV!
yes, we're gonna go to this RV place not too far from us, and we're gonna go take a look at some of the RVs that they have there that are in stock. We did this not even last weekend, we did this a couple of days ago, where when I got off work we went to go see really quick. Good morning, Sky Sky. My team.
Good morning, Day2Day family.
What was I saying, y'all? Oh, we went to this RV place a couple of days ago when I got off work, and we went with just me, Big Freddie, and Skylar. And little Freddie wasn't with us at the time, but we wanted to go together today as a family so we can see how we all kind of like fit in there, because I don't know if this is a long shot idea or not, but it's worth trying, or at least exploring the idea of this. But y'all, we're thinking about living in an RV temporarily while we wait for the home to be built, because we're going to start building it in the next couple of months, but there's going to be a gap in between time. And originally our plans were to get an apartment, and that's a whole nother story for a whole nother time that we'll talk about what happened, because we end up not getting the apartment, and we'll probably like talk about it in another video about what happened and why and all that. But anyways, long story short, we ended up not getting the apartment.
Or that particular
apartment. So my godparents, while we were out looking at the land, they had brought up the idea of possibly doing or getting an RV to put on our land while we wait for the house to be built, instead of going through the whole apartment route, because they were saying it would be more cost effective. And Freddie and I were, you know, toying around with the idea, and we're now exploring it to see. Y'all stop. We're now exploring it to see if this is something that we could actually do, if our family would be comfortable doing this. And in all honesty, at the end, like when he did the total, like adding up like how much we would have spent in rent at the end of the year, we would have been able to purchase an RV cash. So I was like, oh wow, that is something to take in consideration, instead of spending all that money on rent. And you know, when you rent, you don't, when you leave, you don't take anything with you. Like you don't get any equity out of an apartment like you would with a home or a townhome or just property in general. So he was like, you know, instead of dumping money in that, especially since you know you're not gonna, you know, we're not staying in an apartment. It's not long term, it's temporary. And plus you risk that chance of, if the home is not built within a certain time and you have to renew your lease, and it's gonna go up even higher, because that's what, you know, that's what they do. He was like, this would be a much better option. That way there's no stress on the timetable of how long it takes them to build the house, if an event something happens and then it gets slowed down. Because y'all know with building and stuff like that, there's always that chance of something yeah, with our weather and stuff, there's always a chance that there can be some setbacks and stuff. So it's like, at least with this, you know how much you're paying. You're not dealing with, like, you know, landlord rent or anything like that. You already own the land. Just, you know, see what you got to do. So Freddie and I are gonna go take a look at. Why y'all arguing.
Freddy won't let me over to the
We gotta make sure this RV big enough to separate.
Yeah, it's a small travel RV. Like, nothing major.
Alright, y'all. So, the trailer that we're gonna take a look at today, or we probably look at a couple of them, but the main one that we're interested in today is considered like a little travel trailer. It's not big or anything. It's just something you can kind of, you know, tow around on like Freddie's truck, because that way we can move it as we want to. But it's a smaller, compact one that you kind of just sleep in, and you know, it has the everyday necessities to like cook if you want to cook on it. But we're just looking for something temporary, but also something that we could you know, possibly keep in the future, so when we go on our trips and stuff, we can tow it. So we got to find something that's not too heavy that we can tow on the truck, and not too small that we can actually live in it, because we're going to be full-time RVers. Full-time RV campers, or whatever you call them. I don't know, but that's gonna be us.
This place.
So Skylar's been here before. Oh look, someone's doing the thingy with
they dumping it.
yeah, someone's over here right now doing a dump. I just learned this the other day when I was out here, and I ran into another couple. No, I ran into a lady out here who had a similar trailer to what we were looking at, and she was telling me, like, you know, if you don't have like the sewage or whatever out there, if you're boondocking, you can come here to this place where you buy the RV from, and you can clean it out here or hose it out here. Y'all, we're gonna get into the whole RV thing with y'all.
It's broken.
Let me see. Why, we don't need a bow.
I'm gonna lick JoJo.
It's nice, but then you've got all kinds of things going on inside.
Yeah.
They're all about function, construction, warranty to back it up, all brand name stuff. I mean,
This
Dexter
particular
axles,
design,
all
right?
brand design, yeah.
Okay.
And warranted for full-time use, which means if you did live in it, you don't lose your warranty.
Oh, cool.
Now, I'm not gonna, I'm trying to find this guy, so bear with me. Because
Okay.
when we sell something, they move. I think it's tucked over here. So, I think it's right over here, guys.
Okay. And you guys don't have the 2400 Grand Imagine here?
No. So I see one, I'm gonna try to find the other. I see a sold sign that doesn't mean anything, okay, until it's gone.
Okay.
So, but let me find the other, okay? I'm gonna open this door.
Move back some.
Okay.
I do have a 265 model.
That may be too heavy. You only have a 1500?
A 1500?
Yeah.
What year's your 1500?
2017?
Do you know what you can tow?
On the payroll is around 1500.
You don't have nothing to worry about.
Okay.
You have more than enough to
Okay,
go anywhere
perfect.
you want in this country, honestly.
Okay.
You know, I'm going to show you the weights on these units on the side. You're going to have neck carrying capacities, which are going to be extreme. And
Okay. And this is the one that we were initially interested in, and we were just learning from the salesperson that we may be able to get one that's a little bit bigger, and that your truck will be able to tow it, is what he's saying, right? With no problems?
Yeah, I don't think I want to go too big of it.
Okay. So
If anything, I'll probably do the 28.
the 20. Well, how big was the one he was saying?
The 26. Oh, yeah, it is small.
That's smaller.
Oh, yeah, he said 6.
Because this is a 24.
Yeah.
You were looking no more than a 28, and he's gonna find us a 26. So we'll get a little bit more space. Yeah. See if you can fit the bed. Take your shoes off though.
Freddy, come up to stop running.
Because we just want to see how it fits with all. No. That one would be yours. We just want to see how everybody would fit in here if we all had to be in here at the same time. And I think we're gonna be all right.
Yeah, so we can sit here.
Yeah.
So this pulls out as a bed. Do you want to show them? Do I need to move? Let me move so I can get it on camera, because I can't. The angling isn't gonna be too good. Okay, put them in the cubbies. I forgot to show. So there's the cubbies right here when you first walk in from the door. They have a shoe cubby, and then they have, like, you know, your utensil drawers, or you can put miscellaneous stuff in there, like chargers and stuff.
I love it.
I'll give you guys a tour in just a minute. We're just trying to work out functionality right
Come
now.
over here. This is Mom and Dad's room over here.
So let's just say, like, in the event that Freddie didn't want to sleep there, or even if like some family comes or friends or something, we'd have room for them to sleep
Yeah,
if they needed
can
to.
come over.
Get up, Mama.
Yeah, but I was trying to see Freddie on this bed
that's what I'm
in the
trying.
event that he didn't like that bunk bed, because I was worried about his head.
So I get 2 beds.
Yeah, he gotta have 2 beds. He can have this bed. Which one do you like better? You gotta put the padding and stuff on it. You don't have no cushions and stuff on there, like your sleep stuff. We just want to make sure you can fit.
Daddy,
I don't think it'll be that bad. It doesn't look that tight. Lots of extra storage up top, I see. I love the full, like, it looks like a full fridge right here. Looks like a full fridge right here. And this is a solar powered one. So that was one of the things we were looking for, was a trailer that was solar powered. That was the freezer. So it's a big fridge and freezer combo. More storage underneath here. And it's deep. I like that it's deep. And then this is another compartment I see online a lot. People talk about doggy bowls and stuff. I'd probably put like Ziplocs, aluminum foil, stuff like that down there.
You can put my lunchbox in here.
No, this goes to a table too. I mean,
this goes down into a bed. So we have multiple sleeping arrangements if need be. TV right up over the kitchen table area. I like that this has a table. Some of them don't have a table. Some of them just have this thing right here, like how you pulled it out.
Yeah, they got the movie seats.
Yeah.
They even have the bed.
Yeah. And so there's more storage I see up under here. And the TV's right here, so that's cool. Do you feel comfortable sitting there looking at the TV from there? Like, is that a good angle for you? It's a good distance.
Dad, you can make your friends over here.
Yeah. So it's pretty decent. I don't feel tight. I mean, mind you, we've only been in here for probably like 5 minutes, but I don't feel tight. The only time I think it'll probably feel tight is when we start to bring our stuff in here. All right, so real quick, y'all. So here's your kitchen, dinette sitting area. So I guess our dining room table mixed in with the living room. Still spacious. You guys seen the kids' space. Both Skylar and Freddie are under there. And it seems like they have more than enough room. And then here's the bathroom. So this is okay. It's tight, but it's manageable. So we got our sink here, a little bit of counter space, some storage here in the medicine cabinet. It looks like it's a decent amount of storage for what I need to put in there, and I don't have that much stuff. Some hooks for your towels or robes. Shower. Alright, and it has the pull-out shower head, so that's pretty good. I love that we have the sunlight here in the bathroom. It gives it lots of light in here since there's no windows. And then deep storage pockets right here on the side. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 storage pockets. And they go real deep. And this isn't bad in here. Like, I can sit down. I can sit down here in the bathroom and still have space. See, this is one of the things me and Fred was talking about.
When you come out, okay?
All right, so we're gonna check out another one, the 265.
Did you show the master?
I'm gonna go show that real quick.
Sometimes it gets caught up in credit and all that. They're already paid for the whole gig, so.
Okay.
So that means no
Here's
chance
your
of fall
kitchen.
through at that point.
That's all right.
And then here's the dining, master bedroom. I'll show you guys this.
You know, great material up there. 30,000.
It's a queen size bed in here.
With thermal foil insulation, so if you use it.
And he said it had a slider, so.
600 pounds.
Okay.
It was like 66.52, to be honest, straight up. 6,650.
Oh, it has 2 doors. Okay.
Oversized bunks, 2 doors, so easy in and out if we've got a sleepyhead in here. You bring it out here, or you have a picnic table at the park.
Okay. Oh, so it has the, oh, I like that. It has the double bunk, and it still has this pull-out sleep, like bed you can do.
See the slide room? Now we have all this floor space.
Oh, I see.
And that's killer.
Ooh, I want to be up the top.
And you have your table. This
Yep.
part slides in.
So you get about 3 feet, sir.
Whoa.
So that's a lot of room coming in. These
Yeah.
little recliners sit back here, so you can sit 3 people comfortably.
Yeah.
And maybe lay somebody down over there.
Daddy.
When you walk in here, all real cabinets. You don't feel it's not that medium
Yeah.
fiber that burns your nose, your throat. You know.
And the TV's right here.
TV comes out.
Okay, and
So
swivels.
me and my brother can walk.
TCL's made in this country. And then the shower stall. Sneak by it for a second. 60 by 80 bed. You're pretty tall, by the way. A lot of
Watch your foot right there, because it's a thing.
Here. This is a European.
This is a
shower
pull-out
door.
table.
That's a super door.
Oh, it goes all the way across. You get more bathroom space.
Very durable. When you see curtains, they end up water flooding out your floor. Glass breaks all the time.
Yeah.
That is a 12-volt refrigerator too, by the way, which is really nice. It runs off of a panel up top, so you got a solar panel running that. Or when you plug in, oops. So that might have a travel lock on it.
Oh, what's the
I'm not sure. So.
Oh, it opens on the bottom.
Okay, so there's a little lock button there.
Okay.
And the nice thing about this for the quality part, and this is what you read about.
It's a good space.
The only manufacturer that's ever gone through any unit, so every single appliance phone system done online, they do it 2 times online, and then
It's a deeper,
now it's at 320 points.
deeper sink.
This is turnkey. You won't have problems with this.
Mom, can I go on
Anybody
the
that
bus
says they're
bed?
full-time snowbird contract workers moving down here,
Ooh, I want to feel that one.
2 6s in the back, a little cast iron.
I don't like it.
Storage here. And this table goes away, so it goes stored under the bed when you don't want it there.
Okay.
This also pulls to a bed, and as you can see, every little nook and cranny they try to utilize. So shirts
Oh
for
yeah. No, they didn't have a closet in the other one.
little drawers there, little under here, and that's very comfortable because all 3 of those recline.
This is a nice
I mean,
size
It's like
bathroom.
great. It's not too big, it's not too small.
Yeah.
You know, easy to tow.
All right, so our sales rep just left out to go get us some pricing. Freddie moved the table so we can see what the space will look like, because that's a portable table. So this is how much space in this one, which is a 26. So we get a lot more space. He was like, it's just a lot more spacious with the amount of people. You won't feel so closed in. But this slides out, so that's what gives us that extra space. Is this piece right here slides out where that recliner was.
Yeah, I heard this is good.
And then you got your TV right here. And then the kids' bunk bed area would be right here. So they still get the same amount of space in their beds. They don't lose any space. We still get to keep this pull-out bed thing that pulls over to make a bed.
Ooh, let me see it.
They lose the under bunk storage, but they gain a closet. So they'll be able to put their clothes in here. And in here, and here. And each drawer has some dressers under it. So they'll be able to put clothes there. There's a storage space under here. You can put stuff under here as well. And then I just feel like we have more living area room.
Yeah, could get this extra couple feet. That's fine.
And you'll have more space, so when you're in the kitchen cooking, I love that the drawers are over here because I like that better for the kitchen drawers. They're bigger, they're deeper. I like that. And then what else? The bathroom is bigger here too. That's another thing. We were standing here. We were all standing here in this bathroom, and it was really good because instead of having a corner, you now have this from here all the way over. So you have a lot more room here in the bathroom, more storage space here. The shower seems to be the same still. It's just you have more space from the time you get out of your shower to like right here. And then this is our bed. So our bedroom would be here, queen size. It has extra storage space on the sides. These are closets right here on both sides, and then you have more storage here. There's storage underneath this bed. And the closets are pretty deep, so you'll have lots of room to put your clothes. And then we have another door here, so this is nice because then they have a screen on the door, and you can get some fresh air in here without having to do anything else. It's a window too, so lots of fresh air, so you don't have to like run the AC all the time if you don't want to.
Oh, the other one had 2 windows.
Yeah, the other one had 2 windows and no. I like the other one because it was cozy. Like, it just seemed very cozy, but I like this one because there is space, and if we're being in here for a good amount of time, like I told y'all, we're gonna be full-time RVers. Put the TV here. This is the door to come out, and there's ooh, starting to rain. There's a screen right there. And right now we're in here with no AC. The power is off, and nobody's sweating, nobody's hot. The windows aren't even open.
Just a little.
But it's a lot. It's very spacious, and even with that table out, there was still space. So you can use this table for work, school, food. You know. What do you think?
The other one actually had the table though. I like
It had the real table, but I mean this was fine too because now you have an outdoor table.
The only difference is this: you're just getting a little bit more space right here. It seems like.
Yeah.
And you get a little more bathroom space.
You get more bathroom space. The other bathroom was a little more tighter than this because remember I told you I was sitting down. And I was like trying to see if my knees were gonna hit when I sat down on the toilet. But there's a lot of space between me and the toilet. Like, see, from the sink area. So you have a lot more wiggle room in here. You also get a little extra counter space. hold on, you get a little extra counter space. Watch out right here on the side. This wasn't here before. Every little inch of space matters in the RV because that's a place for you to put things and store things. But like I said, we kind of, when we sold the house, we kind of started living minimal. Because we can't, you know, we couldn't bring all that stuff with us. So y'all will see when we talk about what happened to stuff. We'll talk about it. But for now, I think this one's pretty nice. I still kind of like the other one because it's cozier. This one, it just seems like a lot of unnecessary space to me.
I wouldn't say it's unnecessary, but it's like
I don't need all this. If I was gonna get space, I would probably just want it in the bathroom or maybe more storage space, because I realize how much storage space I'm losing here. Like, they don't get that under bunk space no more.
Like, it's outside. That one you showed me outside.
Oh, it's outside.
It's more storage outside.
Okay, because I was like, they took away some storage.
You got the one in the front and then you got the one in the back.
Okay, all right. I do like the bathroom is bigger. I like that. I do like that you still get to get the recliner seats, which I know you didn't care about, but I liked it.
I like this.
And you still get to keep that seat, because you said you like these, but not if they don't have that sofa bed.
Yeah, I like that you get this extra bed here.
Yeah, pull that out. Let me see how that looks over here. See how much space you still have, because in the other one, if you pulled that out, that was it. You couldn't really move anywhere else.
This is more technical than the one we just had.
And that one, is it electric? It don't pull over?
It ain't just the puller. You gotta like unscrew and stuff.
Oh, okay. It might still be the same, or no, it don't look like it.
I gotta get the brochure. I don't think it let down too big.
I feel like this stove in this kitchen area is a lot bigger. You get a little bit more kitchen space because the other one didn't have the thing right here. It was more towards the front of the door. Whoa. You get a bigger sink. You see that? You saw that? You get a bigger sink. That's good.
Alrighty.
Oh, you pull it from the bottom? Oh, see, it's still easy. He said, oh, do you have to get a screw?
Oh, so it's the other way around.
So it's called a jackknife sofa. I've been seeing those for like 30 years in the business.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So you still got space.
Yeah, and then of course, one sleeper on a normal sofa, or you kick them back, but that's not a comfortable night's sleep. But that's super nice right there.
Yeah.
And easy access.
Yep.
So this is a 2021. This number got.
Okay guys, so we just finished doing our little RV tour. Our salesperson, he was really good. He had a lot of information, tips and stuff like that for us newbies. And we saw 2 different RVs that we're interested in, but the main one that we went there looking for, or the one that Freddie wanted to go look at, they didn't have it. I think it's like sold out like almost everywhere in our area. So we're gonna have to go like kind of like up north a little bit to find the one that we want. But that's gonna be a bit of a drive. We're gonna have to like make a weekend trip out of that. But yeah, so the out of the 2 that we saw today, I still have to say that although I like the larger one, I think I don't know what it is about that smaller one. Like, it was so cozy feeling to me. Like, I wanted to feel like I was camping. And Freddie, you said it. You were like, the bigger one just felt like a small apartment or something.
I don't want to be homey. I want to feel like I'm camping.
Yeah, we want the RV experience.
Because we want it for future use versus you know, the right now.
Right now it'd
like
be
he trying to give us an RV that feel like home,
that we can live in for real. And I'm like, no, I'm even though I'm going to be full-time RVing, it's full-time RVing for like a temporary time frame. I'm not doing this for like years. I was like, this may be more like months, if that. I was just like, so. And on top of that, like you said, we wanted it for recreational use to tow when we do stuff.
We always wanted one, but I wanted a nice small
that you can tow and take the different campsites. There's so many campsites throughout Florida that I really want an opportunity to experience
them. You don't want to be towing such a large trailer
and trying to park it.
You're trying to go up and down the road like that. Not saying nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying I'd rather just be nice, something small that we can feel comfortable in, and that's it. Camping or something.
And Freddie was like telling me that even though the guy was saying that we could have went larger and got that big one that we saw, and Freddie was like, it's not always that good to go that large. Like, just because you can don't mean you have to. But it kind of, for me, it took away that camp feeling. I was like, we were all in it. He was in there with us. It was 5 of us in there, and it was still very spacious. But it didn't have that same feeling to me. Maybe I want to be tight. Like, I don't know.
I said he's trying to make us feel like home in a trailer.
I thought that small one, when I saw it, in all honesty, I thought that was okay. Like, for what I wanted. I thought, because, you know, hold on, Sky. Who you talking to? The game? Okay, so you know, for me, originally when I think of camping, I think of them old, like, hippie little RV looking truck things or whatever, where you only have a bed and there is no bathroom or sink. So the fact that the smaller one that we had still had like a kitchen and a bathroom, I was like, that was more than enough for me, because I thought that one was like spacious, except for when you pull that bed out. But other than that, it had all my needs. Lots of indoor storage, because I know that a lot of campers have a lot of outdoor storage, but I want as much indoor storage as possible. Because he was saying in the other one, he was like, oh, because I said, oh, we lose the under bunk storage, because that's,
they moved it outside.
Yeah, he was like, oh, we moved it outside, and I'm like, oh, okay, but I wouldn't want to put my kids' suitcases out there. I want
them. You got the storage in the back, and you got one in the front. So the one that would have been under the bed,
it's in the back,
which is still under the bed, just under the bed in the back.
In the back, but you'd have to go outside. And I was just like, I think for me, I personally was able to envision myself living in the smaller one. I had ideas of where things would go, and like for practical living, I was like, we could do it.
Now the one that I want, the one I want to look at.
You better get some gas.
I know. The one I want to look at, where I'm at. Oh, okay. 441. Can I try right now? It's a little bigger than the one we like, and it's a little smaller than the one we just saw. So it's kind of like in between. And it has the slides out too, so.
I don't like that.
So it you kind of get best of both worlds a little bit. And it's a better brand.
A better brand.
Yeah.
A better quality.
It's the same company, but just their big brother.
Why they got a line in the afternoon?
You wanna go tell them?
Yeah. Go to the gas station first. We're trying to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get Skylar some donuts, y'all. That's what she calls donuts. All right, so right now we're stopping to get some gas, and I'm gonna go grab us some drinks while Freddie pumps the gas, and then eventually we'll make our way over there to the Dunkin' Donuts and get Skylar some donuts, and then we're gonna go take a trip out to the land. Our land, my land. Some landowner. Okay, so we're now back in the car. We stopped to go get some drinks.
What's for sale?
What's for sale?
Yeah.
You're not getting it. Look at him. He's trying to get this thing right here. This four-wheeler. He had me get out of the car the other day to look at another four-wheeler, but we don't even have where to put it right now. Our storage is occupied. Anywho, so we picked up some munchkins for the kids. This box is almost empty. I thought you said for them to get a few.
I only got 4.
Oh my god, they gave me the box back and it's like practically empty. And we got some drinks. I don't know what y'all like, but like peach crush is my weakness next to Dr. Pepper. Good. But anyways, so Freddie and I were sitting in the car as we ate our donuts and drank our soda, peach soda. We were in here talking about like the pros and cons to the different like RVs that we looked at, the things we liked about each one, the things we didn't like, and we realized that we are not at a place to make a decision right now. Like, we're just not. We really want to go take a look at the main one that Freddie wanted to look at. I think it was a 26. Is that a 26 footer? Is that what that means? Those BH whatever.
The inside.
Oh, okay. And so now we're thinking we want to go look at another version of the RVs, because there's just like so many different ones to choose from, and we want to make sure that we explore all our options before we make a decision. We told you guys that that's kind of like been the thing that we're on right now, is exploring all options before making decisions and not going into things tunnel vision, because right now that smaller one has my heart. But Freddie thinks we may like this other one a little bit better, so he wants to take a look at it. It's quite a drive to get there, so we may not be going like right this instant, but in the next couple of days or weeks, we'll like schedule a trip to go take a look at the ones that they have out there, because that park is much bigger than what we went to today, and they usually have a much larger variety. You might even find something else you like besides the one you're going to go see while we're out there, maybe. But yeah, so right now we're out riding to go check out the land. You guys know we like to come out here and come and take a look and check up on it when we can, because we bought it where we bought the land at was not too far from the house, and since we sold the house, we're not over here anymore that often. So anytime we ride through this area, we try to come out and take a look at the land, take a look at our property that we now own, the one that we were praying over all this time because stuff was just happening and didn't look like it was going to go in our favor at some point. So it's a very good feeling, a sense of accomplishment when we come out here. It just reminds us of why we did all this, you know? Why are we doing this? Why? Sometimes I ask myself, why are we doing this? And then we look at the land and I'm like, oh yeah, that's why. All right, let's go. What we got to do next? Who we got to talk to? And get this show on the road, guys. So yeah, it's definitely a sacrifice, because a lot of people were questioning like why we sold the home and they didn't understand. And then for us, we sold our home because that was the sacrifice we made to get what we wanted, which was the land. And like Freddie and I were saying, like amongst ourselves, though, we were like, you know, we don't mind making sacrifices for the things that we want, and some of the things that we want may not be the same things that other people want. So for them, it may not be worth it, the sacrifice. And sometimes the situations are different, you know. For us, this is the situation that we're in, and this is how we're sacrificing to get what we want. So that's just something like that we've always been very, very big on, is we understand that if there's a sacrifice to be made to get what you want in this world, especially something that you really want, usually it's worth it. I would say every sacrifice we made was worth it, because this isn't our first time doing this. This isn't our first time making a sacrifice like this. This is probably like, I think all of our lives we made sacrifices, but when it comes to this situation, like the living situation, this will probably be like the second time that we made this sacrifice.
We had to bunk up with other people last time.
Yeah, I think it was much easier this time than last time.
Last time was...
This time we have a little bit more freedom with what we do. Last time it was like really, really hard to get, because it was limited. We were limited resources. I still feel like I'm limited, but not as much.
We was limited for the loan because we couldn't really buy anything, or, you know, put nothing in our name, because we were waiting for the house to be built. And the type of loan that we had, you can't, you know,
you can't really do anything, especially when you're building from the ground up. But that's I guess that's, we could probably talk about that in another video, because that's a whole thing on its own, the difference between this particular construction loan and the one we had in the past. They are two totally different. If I knew about what I knew now, I would have definitely done it the way that Freddie and I are doing it right now versus the way that we have done it in the past, because this way is much less headache and stress. Much less headache and stress. But yeah, back to piggybacking on what I was saying about why we sold the home and stuff. Like, yeah, people, not everybody's gonna understand. Not everybody's in the same situations, and not everybody cares about the same type of stuff, you know. But with us, we're always willing to make a sacrifice if the reward is worth the risk. And that's the one thing I can say, and I think everybody that knows us can say, is we some risk takers. But we don't take no regular risk. We take risks that are worth the reward. And so yeah, I don't know if you want to add anything else onto that you can tell them that you want to add on to the fam. What you looking for?
I'm gonna take that little one spot I had saw last time.
Yeah. Oh, also while we're out here, I want to make sure that we're taking pictures, or maybe not even taking pictures, but just viewing and looking at the driveway spaces that people have, because that was a big thing that we were talking about before. All right, guys. So Freddie and I were just out here looking at the land, and we're thinking about going ahead and just letting them start clearing it out so we can like really see what we're working with back here.
Clear the middle part and leave the edges on the side.
Yeah, I do want to leave some in the front, but I want to clean it up. Like, it ain't got to look like this.
They're gonna leave the trees, not the bush. The trees, they're gonna leave those. Yeah,
like the debris, they can get rid of that and then just leave a few trees in the front.
Like this tree, I would leave it. See, not that they cut it.
Yeah.
Last time it was hanging over the pole thing.
Yeah, it looked like they trimmed it back before we got it. Before we bought it, they tried to clean it up off the little pole right here. They were like all on the pole, and they cut it back. Not the pole, the little light thing, the wires. They cut it back so it wouldn't be on there, because it was like coming out this way.
Yeah, cause all this is still public, well, not public, but state property, county, whatever.
County.
The Osmond started right there.
Yeah, like it has to be off the easement. Is that what that is right there? The easement.
I don't say easement, but
it's something.
I forgot what it's called.
Well, go lay down. Anytime we come out here, she always go to sleep. But yeah, so we're thinking about going ahead and getting it started, getting the estimates on it. I have an estimate for clearing for like the house, but I want to get an estimate for clearing for just the. I told my guy daddy I can come out here and get the chopping now. Just kidding.